Hi there, welcome to this special episode of Transpowered Family with me, Malcolm Stephens. A special episode to celebrate the International Family Day, which is being celebrated worldwide, where worldwide families are coming together and reflecting on their journey thus far as a family and what is it that they would like to do in the journey ahead. So I thought it was prudent to put together a small module to reflect and think about our journey as a family. So first and foremost, I'd like to wish each one of you a very happy and blessed Family Day. Now, families are like any institution, organization, where people come together, work together, and make it a success or a failure. So let me start by a definition of what's a family. A family is a small number of people coming together with a common purpose, performance goals, and an approach for which they hold themselves mutually accountable. So family is a small number of people with complementary skills. Now, what are complementary skills? We say that when we have the family members coming together, staying together, working together, we say that each person should complement the other person. It's like a cricket team. You cannot have everybody being a wicket keeper, all the 11 players getting onto the ground being wicket keepers. Or we cannot have all the 11 players as fast bowlers. Although we in family believe and we want that everybody should be like us, it is not the right way to look at it. You need to have people with complementary skills. So if somebody is a fast bowler, you need to have somebody who's a wicket keeper, you need to have somebody who's a batsman, you need to have different types of people. So always remember, your family should have people with complementary skills. That's the greatest blessing you can have. Although you might feel that, okay, that person is not like me, but that's perfectly okay. Because you need these complementary skills because together you form a team. You need to also have common goals in your family, a common purpose. Let me talk about purpose first. Have we thought about why are we in this journey together as a family? What's the purpose? Once you discover your purpose, you know what's the game you're playing. Why are you playing this game of a family? Why are you in it together? And once you know your purpose as a family, that this is why we are existing together, then you set goals for your family. You said if we attain these goals, then we attain our purpose. We attain or we discover our why and we attain that why. So goals are very critical. It's time we sit together and define what are the goals of a family. Why are we together? So once we get this purpose and goals right, then we say that how do we go and get that? That's your approach. So your purpose is set, you set your goals, and then you set your path, the approach. So it's quite like an organization as an institution. So families come together as an organization, a small organization coming together and attaining these goals which take care of the purpose, and thereby we say we are successful if we attain these goals and attain our purpose. Family members come together, we have different roles to play. Each person has a different role because we have complementary skills. So depending on the skill sets of an individual in the family, we start working together and putting certain roles and processes in place. So it's very important to understand what is the role which each one of us play in our family. And when everybody does their role well, we get the results which we want and we attain our goals as a family. It's also very important to understand and reflect that what are the kind of energy levels which we have in a family. We need to understand one simple thing. There are two very critical parameters in our lifetime. That is time and energy. I'd also call it certain dimensions of life, which is primarily your time and energy. We have an X amount of time to spend together as a family. In that process, what we achieve depends a lot on the energy levels of the family. What kind of energy levels do we have in a house? Who is the person who brings the maximum energy into the house? What do other people do? Do the other people in the house take away the energy of that particular person, or they also contribute to the energy? So it's very important. So there are certain practices a family, if they do together, they build up the energy of each person in the family and also contribute to the people who have very high energy levels in the family. Simple things, spiritual practices in the family. What are the spiritual practices which we follow together as a family or as an individual? Thereby we lift our energy up, we fill ourselves, we refill our energy levels. What are the physical aspects which we do? Do we sleep well? Do we eat well? Do we eat the right kind of food? Do we take enough rest? Do we do enough physical exercises which also boost up our energy levels? What kind of an emotions do we have? You always understand, right, when there are conflicts at home, which happens in organizations, at any other place, any other trust, bodies, companies, wherever we are, institutions, there are conflicts. Conflicts will always deplete the energy levels of a family. So it's very important to understand that how do we resolve conflicts quickly so the emotional levels are taken care of, the thought processes, the mental statements of each of the family members are fairly okay. Because all this contributes to the overall energy meter of the family. It's very important to reflect on the energy meter. Find out what are the energy levels in the family. A family with high energy levels, you find always the family which attains the goals which they've set, and that too with a lot of happiness and joy. Because the primary goal of a family is to stay happy. And in this process of being happy, they start doing what they're supposed to do. It's a very interesting journey when you work together with people in organizations. It's equally interesting to live in your home and be with your family members, work together and attain your family goals. Check your energy levels, check your purpose, check your goals, check your approach. How are you going about doing the whole work? It's time to sit together, define all this as a family. And once we define all this and we work together collectively, giving honest feedback to each other, playing the roles which we are supposed to play, complementing each other, and also taking responsibilities, being mutually accountable to each other, all this will help us to be a powerful family, a power-packed family. And once you have the power, because of all this, you are in a better position to transform yourself as a family and attain all the goals which you have set out to attain. It's a very important aspect, and I thought that I'll share with you on this beautiful day of International Family Day. Time to introspect, time to think, time to reflect on what we have gone through and what we would like to be. And the journey ahead is a very important aspect because that defines that what do we achieve as a family and what kind of happiness do we bring to each other and overall in our homes. This is Malcolm Stephens wishing you once again a happy and thoughtful and blessed family day. May God bless you and have all the happiness which you deserve rightly as a family. Signing off from this episode of Transpowered Families. Thank you. God bless. If you would like me to do a special workshop for your family or collectively as friends and their family, please do get in touch with us. Our email ID is info@transpowersynergies.com. info@transpowersynergies.com. Write into us and we'll be only glad to respond and see how best we can organize an online workshop for you, your friends and your families. Please do get in touch with us. Check into our YouTube channel and do put in your likes. Don't do dislikes. Okay. And I hope you'll share this with as many people as possible so we build a universal happy family everywhere.